Mesothelioma is often called one of the world's most insidious diseases, and for good reason. It develops silently over decades after asbestos exposure, with no warning signs for 40, 50, even 60 years. Its early symptoms mimic common illnesses like the flu or bronchitis. This leads to misdiagnosis and delayed treatment. Perhaps most troubling of all, it's an entirely preventable disease. In most cases, it's a result of companies having chosen profits over people's safety. Hi, I'm Terri Oppenheimer. I've been writing about mesothelioma and asbestos for the website mesothelioma.net for over a decade. Today, I want to walk you through exactly what makes this disease so insidious. First, let's talk about what mesothelioma is. Mesothelioma is a rare, aggressive form of cancer. Its name comes from the fact that it affects the mesothelium, which is a thin layer of tissue that lines the cavities that hold the lungs, abdominal organs, or heart. Its most common form is pleural mesothelioma, which affects the lining of the pleural cavity that holds the lungs. Other forms of the disease affect the cavity holding the abdominal organs. That's called peritoneal mesothelioma. The form that attacks the cavity that holds the heart is called pericardial mesothelioma. Mesothelioma is almost always caused by exposure to asbestos, which is a naturally occurring mineral that was used in construction, shipbuilding, manufacturing, and countless other occupations through much of the 20th century. Though the companies that supplied asbestos-containing materials knew that it was dangerous, the public had no idea. So when they worked with asbestos and its fibers were disturbed as a result of handling it or damaging it, people didn't think about it. They thought asbestos was harmless. But the dust they disturbed and then inhaled or swallowed was made up of microscopic fibers with sharp, needle-like ends that could easily lodge in the cells of their airways. Once asbestos particles get stuck in the body, they're nearly impossible to expel. They can cause inflammation, mutations, and cellular damage that can eventually lead to mesothelioma. But it doesn't happen overnight. Beyond people not having known that asbestos could cause mesothelioma, they also don't know that the disease has an extremely long latency period. Most people don't experience symptoms until 40, 50, even 60 years after their exposure. It creeps up on its victims without any warning. You might have been exposed decades ago and feel perfectly healthy, with tumors growing silently in your body, and then you could develop symptoms years or even decades from now. Another insidious aspect of mesothelioma is how challenging it is for doctors to diagnose. There are only about 3,000 cases identified in the United States each year, so most doctors never see it. They learn about it in medical school, but when patients come in with things like shortness of breath, chest pain, or a cough that just won't go away, doctors naturally mistake those symptoms for signs of more common, less dangerous illnesses like the flu or bronchitis. It's only when antibiotics don't work and the symptoms get worse that they start to dig deeper and run tests. By the time the condition is correctly identified, valuable treatment time has been lost. Now, I want to just take a break for a moment to ask you a favor. If you're finding this information helpful, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. It gets our videos in front of a lot more people who need answers about mesothelioma. And if there's a topic you'd like to see covered in a future video, let me know in the comments section below. Plus, I will tell you at the end of the video how you can get more important information. There are plenty of resources available to you. While a mesothelioma diagnosis is frightening, it's important to know there are treatment options available that can prolong your survival and improve your quality of life. Doctors and scientists are making progress every day against this disease. Surgery, chemotherapy, radiation therapy, and immunotherapy are all helping people have better outcomes. The key is early detection and being treated at a specialty cancer hospital where you'll find the doctors with the most experience treating this rare disease. No doubt the most insidious and troubling thing about mesothelioma is that it's an entirely preventable disease. Many of the companies that mined, manufactured, distributed, or sold asbestos or asbestos-containing materials knew how dangerous it was, but they chose profits over people. If those companies had warned their employees and the people who used their contaminated products about the dangers of exposure, hundreds of thousands of mesothelioma deaths could have been avoided. That's why it's so important to hold the companies responsible, accountable. That's all I have for today. I'll be back soon with more information that I hope you'll find helpful. Remember, if you or a loved one has mesothelioma, or if you've lost someone to this horrible disease, visit mesothelioma.net and fill out our form for a free information packet that has the medical and legal information you need. You can also call us at 1-800-692-8608 or use the live chat feature on the website to speak directly to one of our helpful patient advocates. As for me, remember to post any questions you have below. I'll see you next time.